is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Kaepernick's 49ers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes the quarterback, Carson Palmer. He'll be leading this Arizona Cardinals offense in that loss to Carolina in Week 8. Played really well, 363 yards, 3 touchdowns. But you know, you and I were talking before the game, they need to keep him upright more, don't they?
They certainly do, because you remember last year, the NFC Championship game in Charlotte against Carolina, 6 turnovers by Carson Palmer. He took care of the ball much better this time, but 8 sacks. If they can keep him upright and let him continue to fire, look at the numbers he can put up.
First time with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Now it's Palmer. And that'll be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ahmad Brooks able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Curley. And he takes it all the way play, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Kaepernick to hide on the draw. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They run it again with Hyde. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And that's caught by Smith. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cardinals are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The 49ers have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 49ers come out on 3rd and 4. Quick pass and completion is made here, and he'll end up at the 5-yard line before being tackled. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Glendale for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's brought down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Second down and 4.
Man left. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, Hyde. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Third down now following the run. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So a pressure spot now for Phil Dawson. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.